Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, or welcome to the channel actually. 128, actually the game technically there's 26 seconds left. The point is the Houston Rockets just won their third straight basketball game on the road against the Boston Celtics. And I will just say, this was a great win, man. I don't care that the Celtics are missing Jason Tatum and they're not the Boston Celtics we know from the previous seasons. The team effort. Folks, this team, they're so good. They're just so good. We're going to go through a bunch of metrics. Final score was 128-101. We're out here in the studio, live from Rockefeller Plaza. 50, that joke, I don't think anyone will get that joke. I don't think that joke was funny. I don't think anybody will understand it. Anyways, Houston shot 55% from the field. They shot 65.5% from downtown, making 19 threes, took 29 attempts. I'm going to just run through these team statistics so we can get into the meat and potatoes of this. Out-rebounded Boston 53-36, 25 of 35 from the free throw line. They had 11 blocks, 6 steals. They did have 19 turnovers. Houston had 19 turnovers and was still able to put up 128. And we got to start talking about some of these players. So, folks, actually, welcome back to the channel. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. I said a couple of games ago, we're going to be doing, for all 82 games, recaps. Win or lose, we're going to be doing it. And I just saw Back to the Future in the theater. Had to come back home and watch this Rockets game. Folks, Kevin Bleepin Durant is insane. He's just literally insane. He has, and we talked so much about this in, Toronto the last game. We talked a lot about KD and how he went on Twitter and says, I haven't been this open in years. Alperen Sengun sees everything. I'm always open. Sometimes I'm bricking it because I'm too open. Kevin Durant, 26 points, 8 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3 from downtown, 4 rebounds, couple of steals, block, and assist. He only played 30 minutes. The whole fourth quarter was pretty boring because Houston got off to a 37-24 lead in the first quarter, and Houston also has the best scoring margin in the first quarter in the entire NBA. So they're getting off to these hot starts, and this is a road game in Boston. And, Boston was pretty physical, but they were just overmatched, and it was clear Houston was way too big. Even without the big lineup, because Josh Okogie got another start, and Josh Okogie has been one of the best Rocket signings since we started covering this team at the end of 2020, or basically the COVID season. We started covering the Rockets. He is so money, man. 12 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown. He was +7. He was doing his thing on defense. You can rely on him to get a bucket. He's a good floor spacer. We talk a lot about DFS returning because I think DFS and Josh Okogie are going to be two phenomenal moves, and Okogie's already been great. Statistics will never give you the full kind of spiel on him, and if you're watching these games, I don't mean that in a condescending way, obviously. I'm just saying, when you watch him play, it's just so clear his impact is, it's uncommentable. It's hard to really describe. Undescribable, I guess, would be the word we were looking for. Jabari Smith Jr., 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 of 10 from the field, +19. Folks, he had 4 blocks. And I get it. I think that Kalkbrenner, the rookie for the Hornets, I think he had 4 blocks today, but he's a 7-foot center or whatever. Jabari Smith Jr., he had a hell of a game a couple of nights ago against Toronto. And, folks, he's taken not only a jump, it looks like he's taken a leap. The confidence is through the roof. Jabari Smith Jr. paired up with Kevin Durant, his kind of mentor. Jabari's just taken a jump. And it showed up in the stat sheet 2 games ago, and he had 12.6 rebounds. I guess if you're box score watching, that doesn't seem too good. The 4 blocks, I swear 3 of those were on Jaylen Brown. The dude defensively especially, he looks so much more confident. You can't speak highly enough of Jabari Smith Jr. so far this season. He has been money. He's been vital. He's 6'11", long wingspan. This Rockets team, and I get it, the last 3 wins have been against Brooklyn, Toronto, and Boston. Teams are not able to score. They're just not able to score. No matter who's out there on the court for Houston, This defense is nuts, and Jabari just had probably the best defensive game I've ever seen from him because of all those blocks on Jabari. I mean, or on Jaylen Brown. He was just truly phenomenal. Not Alperen's best night, but when you're not having your best night and your stat line is 16 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, a steal, and a block, that's pretty damn good. He was also plus 24, it looks like, 5 of 13 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. It wasn't Sengun's best night as far as scoring goes, but to be honest with you, outside of that, I would say around halftime, like Sengun played 31 minutes. Jabari, by the way, only played 26. Sengun, what I noticed outside of like the game itself, he's such a leader. Like, he's so vocal, and he'll get fouled and he's talking to Jabari, or he's just always talking to his teammates, and I just like his leadership a lot. Especially for an international dude, I feel like he didn't speak good English coming into the NBA, and when I watch him out there on the court, he just looks like such a leader. It looks like, especially with these young kids, and I use air quotes because he's also a young kid, like, he's just a leader, and I love it. He's the franchise player for the Houston Rockets, and we'll say that until people understand it. But I think most people understand it. All right, Thompson, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 6 of 12 from the field, 1 of 1 from downtown. He was a team-high plus 27. Amen did a great job. That 1-3, he had a nice corner 3. Okogie had a couple of... The corner 3s were money, whether it was Tari Eason, Josh Okogie, Thompson. The corner 3s were coming in. He did a great job. Boston wasn't making too many shots because Houston's defense was phenomenal. Their rebounding was phenomenal, and it just led to a lot of fast breaks or just opportunities for Amen to pick it up. And, you know, I guess actually, like, 17 points isn't the craziest thing in the world. 9 rebounds, 9 assists, or 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Pretty damn good stat line. And once again, like, after halftime, I mean, Houston kept their foot on the gas, but nobody was doing anything. Like, it was just a team effort. Another just really good team effort win. The starting 5, that was the starting 5, and they all did a great job. Let me know if you like this shirt. It's got a stain here, which I won't explain why. It says white lines and green jackets. It's a Dustin Johnson cocaine masters joke. Folks, I love doing these. I love doing these so much. They don't do a good job of growing an audience because it's not really clickbaity with clips. So if you really, I know we're 8 minutes into this video, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, it seriously does make a really big difference. So thank you guys. I will run it through. Aaron Holiday, J.D. Davison, Jayshawn Tate, and Jeff Green all got garbage time minutes in this. Tari Eason, 20 minutes, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 of 7 from the field, 4 of 6 from downtown. Tari Eason, he had a couple of, I think he had a bad foul. I don't think he had 3 turnovers. Not the best. I think he stepped out of bounds like twice, or maybe he got called for a double dribble or a travel, and then he stepped out of bounds one time. But Tari Eason has settled into, his bad first game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Tari Eason, so vital to this bench. Steven Adams, 14 minutes, 5 rebounds, 3 of those are offensively, 3 assists. Him and Clint saw a bunch of garbage minutes. I also saw that Ime Udoka wants more minutes for Clint Capella. This team's just so damn deep, so damn talented. Capella had 4 points, 10 rebounds. 4 of those were offensive. And whether it was Steven Adams or Clint, garbage time or not really even garbage time, a little bit for Clint at the end. These guys are just, they're in the paint. It really genuinely looks so hard to score on this Houston Rockets team, and we'll get into Jaylen Brown in just 1 second here, but Steven Adams, Clint Capella, Alperen Sengun, it's one hell of a big man lineup. And then finally we have Reed Sheppard. Reed had a couple of timid moments. He finished as a plus 19. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 of 6 from the field, 4 of 5 from downtown. He was really feeling himself. He had a couple of nice threes to start off that fourth quarter just to cement the victory. But Reed Sheppard, for the most part, I tweeted this out, which, by the way, follow the Twitter down below. I feel like he's just settling in very nicely. There was like honestly, just one specific play I can think of. It was like a transition. I don't know if they got a turnover. I think there was just a rebound, kicked it out to Reed. They've got the man, or they've got the men, they've got the leverage, and I think he, just was a little timid with a three-point shot, passed it around, ends up getting it, goes down into the paint, was a little bit timid with the shot there. Nobody was open. The guy was a little small, so he takes the shot, misses it. That was his one missed field goal attempt. That was like really the only moment I could notice of Reed Sheppard being a little bit timid. But in the sense of the game, I feel like Reed's just really settling into the NBA speed. And then finally, just a quick comment on Jaylen Brown, because I understand this Celtics team is, there's no Drew, there's no Jason, KP is gone. Like, it's a different Celtics team. Honestly, I'd be a little bit worried maybe worried's the wrong word if I was a Celtics fan. Jaylen Brown had 12 points, 6 of 14 from the field. Words really can't describe how Jabari, KD, Tari Eason, how these guys were guarding him. They did a phenomenal job on the defensive side of the basketball tonight, and it was just a great win, man. So that's it for today. Let me even just pull up the next Rockets game. I'm hoping it's not a back-to-back because we got football tomorrow. Monday night at home against Dallas. There will be no Anthony Davis. But folks, thank you for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already, and let me know your thoughts on the 3-2 Houston Rockets and anything from this game. Peace.